Hi, this is Kevin Garlington. In this video, I want to give you a mental tip of how to not choke the big leads. Or if you're up 5-2, 5-1, and you wind up winning in a tiebreak, well, what just happened there? Did you just mentally check out? You probably did. So that's why you need to watch this video, okay? So like I was saying, what's going on when you're up 5-1, 5-2 in a match, and you wind up going to a tiebreak or you lose it? It's one of the classic, what I call mental pitfalls, okay? And it's something really simple, a little simple tip that you can start using to make sure that you don't lose a 5-1 or 5-2 lead. That sucks, okay? So what's going on mentally? Usually when you're up 5-1 or 5-2 in a match, you're playing good, and then something clicks. Well, what happens is you're almost to the end of your destination per se, okay? You've almost won the set. So what happens, the mind's focus starts changing, okay? When you're up 5-1, 5-2, you're sitting there about to serve and you're thinking, not probably, where should I serve it? What are the tactics and strategies that I should be using to win points? Your mind jumps ahead and goes, oh my God, I've almost won the set. All I gotta do is win the set, okay? Just win the set. Well, guess what? That's the message you're sending to your mind and your body as far as playing, and that's not enough information to win points. So, like, I have this kid when I was coaching, before they go out to play, I'm supposed to talk to them and make sure they have a clear game plan of what they want to do. And he's a special kid where I ask him, hey, what's your strategy for your match? And he goes, I'm just going to go win. I was like, okay, that's nice. So what are you going to do? It's like, he looks at me like I'm crazy and goes, I'm just going to win. It's like, I know we're going to win, but what are you going to do? In his mind, he had this concept of just go out and win. Fortunately for him, he's a very crafty player. It comes very naturally to him, and he figures out ways to win. Most players aren't that way. So, but that is the main problem that most players face, is that when they're up 5-1 or 5-2, they start focusing on winning. Whether you're up 5-2 in the first set, you win the set or the match, you start focusing on, I'm going to win the match. The key is to keep your mind focused on small, specific things you need to do. So if I'm up 5-1 or 5-2, I'm going to start focusing on, okay, I'm going to serve out wide, I'm going to run around, use my forehand inside out, look for opportunity, close the net. Those are things you can control, and it keeps your mind hyper-focused on the strategies and little things you need to do to win the match. And whatever you've been doing, you need to continue doing that. And the pitfall is, usually, when you're up 5-2, you start thinking about winning, okay, boom. Your opponent gets close, and guess what your mind does? It goes, oh crap, I'm not gonna win. So it starts thinking again. It starts going, okay, what do I need to do? Oh, let's start just hitting balls to the backhand. Let's start being consistent. By getting back to 5-all, it trips, kind of like a circuit breaker. It trips your brain to go, I gotta start thinking about tactics and strategies again. But if you never lost that focus on it in the first place, you wouldn't have probably lost the lead. Now, so really important to make sure when you're up big, don't focus on winning, focus on playing the right tactics and strategies that got you there in the first place, okay? Now, let's cover if you're on the flip side. If you're on the flip side, a lot of times, if you're down 5-1 or 5-2, never, ever, ever, ever give up, because you never know what your opponent might do. I've had situations where, unfortunately, the other player might cramp, and you never know that, or they just get really tight. Usually everybody gets a little tight at the end of trying to close out a set or a match, and there's a little window that if you hang around and make balls and fight your guts out, you can probably get yourself back in that match. I've seen more players than not fight their way back because they just hung around, they stay tough. So mentally, you got to make sure if you're down 5-2, whatever, stay in the match, keep fighting, because you just never know what's going to happen. You can't predict that they're just going to close it out. Maybe they will, okay, fine. But maybe just because you hung around, you can come back and win that set. And that's a huge motivational boost to you, your game, and a huge motivational knock to your opponent. After they just lost a big lead in the set, they are going to be, you see it. I see them sitting on the bench and they're like, oh my God, what just happened? So make sure you hang around, okay? Make sure you hang around and you have, again, specific tactics or strategies to make your opponent play. Key. If you're down, make your opponent play. Make them beat you. Don't beat yourself. If I'm down 5-2 and I'm on the run, they put me on a run, guess what? I'm not gonna go for the crazy downline passing shot. I'm gonna go cross court and make them hit another volley. I'm gonna keep making them have to beat me to build that mental pressure that hopefully I can get them to a point of cracking, okay? This is Kevin Garlington at Total Tennis Domination. Make sure you go out and play tough. Leave a like below if you got something out of this video, and make sure you look out for the rest of my summer summary series, okay? Go out, play tough, have fun.